Hi, I'm Dante Swinton, founder and executive director of Our Zero Waste Future, and the founder and CEO of Glass Recovery and Sustainable Systems, or GRASS Baltimore. Thank you to the EPA, GHHI, Thriving Communities, all the folks that are important to this for listening to this video and for reading our proposal. GRASS has a motto of reclaim, reuse, rise up. We reclaim bottles from restaurants and residences. We reuse, turning those bottles into art, glassware, and jewelry, and we rise up, developing young entrepreneurs in communities of color and low-income communities. Glass is an infinitely recyclable resource, but most cities around the country do not have glass infrastructure to utilize that material in a sustainable way. So right now, about 18,000 tons of glass get sent to the incinerator every year. It is the largest polluter in the city. It accounts for nearly half of the CO2 emissions from industry in the city. And there's a better way. There's a better way that doesn't involve harming communities. And GRASS wants to be part of that, knowing that you can create so many more jobs from reclaim, reuse, and recycling as opposed to burning and burying. Even the U.S. Chamber of Commerce agrees with this, saying that a 70% diversion rate nationally, and we're about 34% right now, would unlock $4.5 trillion to the national economy by 2030. And that's simply from choosing not to burn and bury materials. That creates plenty of jobs, that maintains the value of all these materials that are currently being burned and buried, and we create a much more sustainable future. So with GRASS, I want to have a staff of 7, including myself, to be able to reclaim those materials, clean the bottles off, get the pieces molded, whether it's art, glassware, or jewelry, or as I said, eventually sanitize bottles, and get those back out to local breweries. This is at the intersection of environmental and economic justice. A zero-waste economy is critical for our country to be in a much more sustainable place as we move deeper into the 21st century. We minimize our carbon footprint when we use reclaimed materials, and we have consistent need for jobs because we're always going to be throwing something out away from us, and someone needs to capture that and keep that in the system in some form or fashion. So enter GRASS. That's what I want to do. I want to build up communities of color with the development of zero-waste-oriented businesses. GRASS is just the start of it. We're currently working on the development of zero-waste working groups in other communities in the south side of the city, including Westport, but also the adjacent Cherry Hill, to develop new businesses around different materials. So that way we are capturing more and more and more and keeping more and more and more from the incinerator. So with that, I thank you again. I look forward to any questions you might have. Feel free to reach out to me. Take care.